At center, Daryl Craig. At small forward, Benjamin West. At shooting guard, Deshaun, number 15. At the other forward position, Anthony, number 14. At the other guard position, Trayvon Walls. Now let's meet your Minneapolis starters. At the center position, number 13, DJ Scott. At the small forward position, number 25, Wayne Sullivan. At point guard, number 3, Fabian Lumley. Starting at the other guard, number 9, Kevin Warren. At the other forward position, number 11, Donnie Meyer. The head coach of your home team. Give it up for your Minneapolis team.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. So here's Miami's starting group. And for Minneapolis, we've got Longley, also Warren out there, and it's Scott in at the 5 down low. And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push us, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Walls, covered by Longley. Here's Walls. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Looking at Minneapolis, they want to turn it around after the loss to Boston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire. 3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. For Minneapolis, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Sullivan. He can't get that one. Rest with some nice D. Inside, Walls. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Longley. 9-point lead in his last outing.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
To the left wing. A wide-open look here for Craig. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Back to Longley. The pass to Sullivan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Minneapolis shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, here's Longley. D right on him. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
He's covered by Warren. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And Minneapolis has possession, following the score by Miami. Here's Sullivan, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Puts up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. Minneapolis goes the other way with it. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King. And it's blocked by Scott.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Back to Longley. Meyer passes to Warren. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. To the middle. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. And here's West for 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And first time out of the game called for Minneapolis. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
On defense, Miami. 7-point differential. Longley for 3. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Warren, following the score by Miami. Longley passes to Harden. Four on the shot clock. Here's Warren. Another shot. It's tipped.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Walls. And it's good for 2. 10 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ryan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
From deep. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
From deep. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Walls. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Miami.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Now here's Simmons. Second chance effort. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
And Minneapolis has possession. Down by 15. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Here's Longley. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Warren kicks to Harden. It's intercepted.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's Miami feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
They've got Scott, and it's Sullivan in at the shooting guard position. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And for Miami, they've got Oliver. He's out there with West, and it's Craig in at the 5 spot. Harden outside. Sullivan defended by West. Here's Sullivan. West with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Pass to Harden. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Meyer. And it's Oliver with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's West from the arc. That shot off the mark. Minneapolis goes the other way with it. Minneapolis moving it around. Woolridge left side. Got a hand on it. They get it back. The kick out to Scott. Goes back up. Good on the jump shot. Scott's got his first 2 points.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Simmons checked in for Miami. Miami leading by 17. Pass to West. From deep three-point range, here's Craig, and it's blocked by Scott. Harden outside. He kicks it to Woolridge. Passes it to Sullivan. Here is Harden. Deflects the pass. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. Simmons pulls it in.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
West outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The three. Scott pulls it in.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold. This man.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another 14.
Harden outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, second team
And for
foul.
coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Here's Oliver. Hits the three-point bomb. Oliver's got 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Scott kicks to Harden. Here's Meyer, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Kept alive. West outside. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. Minneapolis goes the other way with it.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And he gets it back. Minneapolis trails by 17.
Number 14.
And Miami making a change here. Haywood's checked in.
Checking in for Miami.
And Minneapolis has possession. Longley with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 5. Here's Oliver. He's covered by Warren. And the dunk by West.
Assisted.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
A 3 from Warren. And it's Miami with the rebound. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
2 minutes remaining.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Miami, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Miami.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Ripped away. And they're moving it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside, Longley. The pass to Woolridge. Minneapolis moving it around. Scott dishes to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Minneapolis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Warren.
Warren at the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's Ryan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
3rd personal foul.
Minneapolis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Simmons checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Here's Oliver, guarded by Woolridge. Oliver's shot is good. Oliver's got 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Scott, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Scott hits them both. Miami leading by 18. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Right at the free throw line, and it's Miami with another.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Warren, that's for 2. And that one hits back iron.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
To the wing right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
For Miami, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting for Miami. Oliver taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
Miami foul. Number
For Minneapolis,
15.
they've made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one drops.
For Minneapolis. Longley. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Miami. Here's Oliver. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Miami controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Looking at Miami. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing it. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense. Rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Okay, fans, get on up for your...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Minneapolis trails by 20. Warren is out there with Longley. Then there's Scott, and it's Sullivan in at the 3. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Outside Warren. Pass to Meyer. The steal. Here's Oliver, covered by Longley. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Oliver's got the first points of the second half here for Miami.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
To the inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Longley passes to Meyer. Back to Longley. Outside Warren. Shot clock at 6.
Miami foul. Number 15. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Miami. Walls.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Longley, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
For 3, West. It's hauled in by Minneapolis. Scott's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Sullivan.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Passes to Meyer. The kick out to Warren. Sullivan, fended by West. Meyer passes to Warren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Warren's got 11 points.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Harden's checked in, and there's the pass to Walls. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Offensive rebound. Craig kicks it to West. Fires the three. Yeah, it's hauled in by Minneapolis. Warren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Snatched away. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
On the court.
So here is West. He has 7. That one falls. 9 points in the game so far.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's Longley. Guarded closely. Warren the pass to Ryan. Sullivan defended by West. Clock at 4. Minneapolis needs to get off a shot. Shoots it. It's rebounded by West. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Miami. Walls. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Minneapolis moving it around. Harden outside. Back to Longley. Right wing. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
To Miami.
Woolridge is checked in for Minneapolis. And then for Miami, Haywood's checked in, and it's Oliver in for West. For Miami, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. He's covered by Warren. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Pass to Sullivan. Back to Warren. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here is Simmons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, second.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
Torres checked in for Minneapolis. Pass to Harden. Outside, Woolridge. They need this. And another miss by Minneapolis. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. Here's Craig. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, he didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And here's Warren for three, and the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
He's covered by Warren. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Harden the pass to Torres. And another miss by Minneapolis.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And it goes down 2 points.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Got a piece of it. And so it's Miami way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami, we've got Shorty. ABC is out there with Sharp. And it's Craig in at the 4 spot. The shot's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The shot, no good. And Miami shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Lets it fly. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Minneapolis shooting a pretty low, 34% thus far. Here's Torres. Good. Nice job down low.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
To the right side. Craig down low. And finished off by Craig.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less of the crumbs, so to speak. Right? When you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And finished off by Craig.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now Hickson passes it to Torres. House dishes to Hickson. 5 to shoot. No good. And Miami the other way now.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it.
Anthony,
Gritty
number 14.
and rough. But that's how you win games. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Torres, defended by West. Here's Torres. That's tipped. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Walls.
And Minneapolis has possession. Brady passes to Torres. Jumps up. And the dunk by West.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Brady. And another miss by Minneapolis. And here's Miami. They're on a 13-5 run. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience.
Walls.
Load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Checking in for Miami. Hood. Lawrence.
For Miami, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Off target from outside.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's the pass to Hickson. The high post shot. Tries again. The shot by House is no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Torres. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. 22 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's House. It's deflected, and so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it last.
Ball.
Six to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Off the left rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
For three, West. An absolute bomb from three-point range. West has got 5 points in the quarter. Minneapolis shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now, here's Hickson. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Torres. For the three, Craig pulls it in. Craig's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
For Miami.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. Brady, no good. Miami controlling the game. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And here's West for 3. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Here's the 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Brady passes to House. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Miami now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Miami, number 15.
That free throw missing.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Hickson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Brady. Back to Hickson. Knocked away. Fast break. Here we go. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Personal foul, third team foul. Substitution for Miami, Mayo, Sharp. Miami foul, Sharp. First personal foul, fourth team foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Minneapolis, Hickson.
And Hickson drops them both. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're up. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.